Good evening everyone and welcome back. This is part 6 of Paper Mario on the N64 and I made some good progress off stream in terms of grinding for stuff. I maxed out everything. I mean in terms of leveling up Mario and well, I feel ready to tackle any challenges on my way now. Now it's just a matter of remembering what I was supposed to do next. I already gave berries to all the different flowers, and I already got 2 ingredients. Yeah, after I died last night, I reproduced the same thing that I had already lost to, so to speak. And then there was a flower that wanted water or something like that, but I couldn't quite understand what was up with that. Maybe I should talk to this guy. Spring water that flows where Lily the flower spirit grows is so refreshing. Is that spring still gushing? I wonder how Lily is doing. Hi, Dobby! How are you today? I think it might be this way. What I'm after. So I was grinding levels against one of these 2 enemies, because when you move back and forth between the 2 rooms, it might be a shiny enemy that gives you a lot more experience. Oh, a bit tired. I had a pretty busy day today, but otherwise I'm good. I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the Amazy Daisy, the shiny one there. Gives you lots of points of experience. It's ideal for grinding. Okay, so what did she want? Oh, I feel terrible. My condition will only get worse if the spring's water never comes back. Am I being punished for being too pretty? What am I supposed to do, though? I know I'm supposed to bring some kind of magic stone back, but you're currently learning Chinese. Wow. Best of luck with that, then. That doesn't seem easy to me. Oh yeah, I was supposed to go get the Lucky 2 partner character. Yeah, true. That was the next thing to do. Let's see. Which way was it again? Where I gave the blueberries, maybe? Oh yeah, I think it's this path. I don't need to fight these guys anymore, since my level is already maxed out. So, is it cool? No, not really. Down here. It's good that I'm using para carries. This way, at least, I can mostly tell where I am. Mostly to communicate with your family more. Ah, okay. Well, that sounds like a good idea. It's a good motivation, I mean. Okay, there we go. Oh, hello. It seems like ages since I last saw a visitor here. I'm Rosie, a rose spirit. I'm ever so glad to meet you. Here I am in full bloom and there's nobody to look at me. Please, admire me all you like. Breathtaking, aren't I? Aren't I just incredible? I think you're supposed to say yes. Really? I'm that beautiful? You're so honest and charming, and underneath that scruffy mustache, I bet you're handsome. I like you, and because I like you, I'll show you this. This stone, isn't it beautiful? I found it just the other day. Some strange creatures on clouds dropped it. I couldn't resist its gorgeous glitter, so I made it mine. I could look at it all day. Huh? What did you say? I should give you this stone? Oh dear, you're saying Lily is in trouble without this? How very sad. Oh, well, it can't be helped. The stone is mine now, you see? You mean Lily will wither up without the stone? How sad. Really, how very pitiful. As hard as it is to believe that Lily sometimes acts like she's prettier than I am. She's dumb, but she's not evil, and if she's gone, there will be no flowers to set off my beauty. Let's see, tell you what. If you bring me something more beautiful than this stone, I'll think about trading it. So let's wait till then. Ah, what a pain. Trade something more beautiful? But what? Like what? How do you get back to... yeah, here, okay. I don't really need this guy with me now. Maybe grandfather tree thingy can tell me where to find what I'm looking for. Oh no, he says exactly the same thing. That hasn't changed. Okay, where am I going to find what he wants then? What's that? You wanna know why my name is Bubble Plant? I'll tell you if you give me a bubble berry. Where do you find these? Oh, is that maybe the tree that was near that lily? Yeah, the tree. Go around. No? Ah. Which is it then? On the path with the blue flower? Or this one in the middle, maybe, but... Can't reach it without the water, though. It looks like it is, too. Yeah, there's no way to get to it. I might have to look it up. Because I can't recall how you do this. Alright, let me talk to this guy here. Hey, Mr. Big Shot, you looking for something? The only thing that Posy's got is soil, guy. Just soil, yep. She definitely doesn't have anything beautiful, no way. Sorry, guy, I can't tell you anymore, not even if you ask. Yeah, that flower is always lying. I know there's no tree that I can shake down to get the bubble berry. Well, I'm gonna look it up. Bubble berry Paper Mario. Two ducks on either side are used for Mario to ride Sushi over to the blueberry tree in the middle of the pool if there is any water in the pool. Unless the water stone is put back in the spring near Lily, the tree will be too high to reach. The bubble berry is used in a slightly different way than the other berries. The bubble plant requires a bubble berry in order to blow a giant bubble that will ferry Mario to the other side of a sea of thorns. Unless... what? If I talk to, Lily, maybe. Hold on. Where can I get a bubble berry Paper Mario? No, not the crystal berry, the bubble berry. Bear with me as I am reading through this. Go to the end of the road, talk to the flower there, and find a tree that has yellow berries and give it to the yellow guard. Go to the end of the road, talk to the flower there, find the blueberry, give it to the blue flower guard, and go to the end of the road and talk to the flower there. The bubble berry is on the way to Lily. You'll see an empty area, but there are sushi platforms. You'll have to use those to access the blueberry tree. That doesn't help me in the slightest, because... Or do I have to read a full playthrough or a walkthrough or something of this? Because I can't figure out what the next step is. Walkthrough Paper Mario. Flower fields. Oh, okay, there's something more apparently that I didn't realize. A flower save badge. Ah, okay, no, never mind. Okay, yo, never mind. Okay, I figured out what I have to do. Okay, sorry. Okay, well, I'm going to need blueberries for one thing. Blueberries are over this way. Ow. Rudy, you don't have to do that here. You can just jump. I only need one, really. Yeah, the whole sequence in this area is kind of a pain because you have to keep going back and forth. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, this guy's too weak. Ah well, goodbye, Crazy Daisy. Ah yeah, there's an area to the east of here that I didn't see. Sniffle, sniffle. Who's throwing stuff down into my well? Huh? This is a blueberry. I love these. Thank you. I'll give this to you in return. Excellent. Flower saver badge. Okay. No more berries. I'm stuffed now. Okay. Okay, sure. Wait. Before I leave. There's no hidden block or something? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So now I have to take the southwest path from the main hub. Okay, before I try to get the bubble berry like I was trying to get it, I need to get a crystal berry. Because that's the thing that's more beautiful than the gem that Posey is holding. Actually, I should probably have been able to get one early, but I didn't realize I was gonna need it. Southwest. I kinda wish you could just avoid these fights, since they don't even give you any experience. Oh no. These guys have just a tiny bit too much HP, in my opinion. Are connected at the root, so it hurts me when you hit the tree. Oh, Rosie told you to bring her something beautiful. Rosie really loves beautiful things above all else. She's a little simple Volp, have you noticed? You really need help, huh? Okay, I'll help you. This tree and I are connected by our roots, so maybe 1 or 2 crystal berries will fall down if I shake the roots. Okay. It has to be the flower doing it, not me. Hiya! Ah, there's one. Phew. Oops, that was a bit unladylike. Rosie should be more than satisfied with that berry. Invisible block. West. Okay, now I can get back the thing that she stole. Well, it wasn't really stolen, but... Right, oh, I'm back here. What did I have to do then? Oh, down here? Oh, yeah. Alright, I got what you wanted. Have you found anything? Oh, how pretty, I love it. That's much nicer than this ugly old stone. You'd better hurry back and give the stone to Lily. Make sure she knows that she was saved because of me. Oh, such loveliness. I've gotten so beautiful that I'm starting to scare myself. Who is the most beautiful flower in all of flower fields? That is me, of course. So need to revert back to this guy. Go see Lily. Lily. I'm gonna need sushi after this. Oh, it's the water stone. Quickly put it in that hole there. Come back down, Mario. Oh, it's water, sweet water. Spring is full of water. I'm floating again. Oh, this is paradise. Thank you so very much. I'll give you some miracle water from the spring. Here you are. It's the most nourishing water around. It's water with a little lily extract. If you use this miracle water on any plants, it'll grow like gangbusters. Oh, but not right now, because there's no sun. Oh yes, great idea. You should go see about getting the sun back into the sky. A resourceful guy like you must have some idea about how to get the sun back up again. I bet you do it. You saved me after all. chest. Hi, my name is Bubble Plant. You want to know why my name is Bubble Plant? I'll tell you if you give me a bubble berry. There we go. Oh, awesome. Good going. Okay, get a load of this. There, isn't it great? Okay, there was a star piece. More like you do. Oh, a badge. Yeah, I can see what this is about. Make a smash badge. Hammers an enemy with a huge amount of attack power. Oh. Music changed. Hey, there's the sun. Hey, hello. I never thought anybody would come all the way up here from the sun. No, that's not entirely true. I should say I was the sun. The clouds that came out of the Puff Puff machine that Huff and Puff built. Those clouds keep me from climbing into the sky. I'm a complete failure as a sun. All of those flowers and plants and flower fields are suffering. Where is it? You mean the Puff Puff machine? I think it's east of here. The clouds seem to come from over there anyway. Why do you want to know? Do you think you can break the Puff Puff machine? Now, there's no way. Don't strain yourself. You might as well go home. What, that's it? I came all the way just to be sent back? Well, ain't that a waste of time? Ah, there we go. Okay, yeah, because I thought to myself that it's full of thorns, that path that he mentioned. Ah, there he comes. Lucky Lester. Hey man, I don't think we've ever met, have we? I mean, you're Mario, right? My name is Lucky Lester. Or no, it's Michael. No, oh yeah, Spike. Yeah, I'm Spike. Well, whatever, never mind. Look, I don't have a problem with you personally, but I've got orders from Puff and Buff. Sorry, man, but I have to give you a bit of a beat down. Like I said, man, sorry. Did I sound cool? Ah, yeah, totally cool. Here it comes, man. Oh, I have to fight it? I don't remember this. He said his name is Spike. He seems to be a Lakitu, but he's the weirdest one I've seen. Max HP 50. He throws spiny eggs. Is it just me, or did he call himself Spike, Michael, and Lucky Lester? What an odd guy. I have to wonder just what his real name is. He has a girlfriend too, I think. A female Lakitu or something. man, you're tough as nails. I give up, man. Go on, do your worst. I'm not afraid of it. Do whatever you do to guys who defeat it. Fire flower in the eye, power block. Wait! Ah, yeah, there's his girlfriend, whatever her name is. Oh no, Lucky Lulu. No, please have mercy on my poor, sweet Lucky Lester. Oh, don't call me Lucky Lester. It's Spike, remember? I told you I changed my name last month. Come on now. Man, I mean, gee whiz, you're always embarrassing me like this. Although for some reason it makes me like you even more. I mean, what? No, did I say that out loud? Forget that I said that. Anyway, I lost the challenge man to man, so we have to settle this. I have to face the music. Mario, please forgive him. My Lucky Lester was just following Huff and Puff's orders. How about no? I don't know. What's gonna happen if I say no? Okay, she takes out the Spiny. He's really sweet. Please don't take my sweetie away from me. Ow. How about no still? Ah, the same thing is gonna keep happening. Okay. Okay, enough already. Really? Oh, for real? You'll forgive him? Oh, thank you. Stop calling me Lucky Lester. It's such a stupid name. My name is Spike. Spike! Don't you ever listen to me? I'm beginning to think that this whole deal is stupid. I was working for Huff and Puff to be part of something big, but all I've been doing is picking pointless fights. This isn't what I wanted in life. What I wanted was... Hey man, I've got a question. What in the world are you doing all this fighting for? Why Spike? Why? Because Spike is a million times cooler. Lucky Lester is the dumbest name ever. It just doesn't fit the image of a dangerous rebel like me. The name doesn't matter, man. What matters is this. I've decided I'm going with you. You're the real deal. Traveling around with you has gotta be as cool as it gets. Oh no, Lucky Lester, you can't leave me. Please take me with you. Oh, Lucky Lulu, chill out. You've gotta understand. I'm doing this for you, don't you see? I'm going. I've gotta be a man. Wait for me. I'll return a much more manly Lucky too. Oh, okay, I'll wait for you, Lucky Lester. But you'll be so sorry if you don't come back to me in one piece. I swear if you make me worry, I'll take a Spiny and... Okay, enough of that. I guess I'd better make sure I'm tougher than you by the time I come back, huh? See me off with a smile now. You're so much cuter when you show me those pearly whites. Bye for now. And this, I think, is the final one that joins you. Press C down to ride Lucky Lester over spikes and lava. While in battle, you can attack by throwing a Spiny egg with a Spiny flip ability, or attack all enemies by throwing many Spiny eggs at once with a Spiny surge. Oh my Lucky Lester, come back to me soon. I'll be waiting with a smile. And chitties. Okay. Ah, come on, call me Spike. Because he just glides over spikes. He does move faster than most other characters. I mean, Mario riding him moves faster. That's cool. Oh, by the way. Yeah, I haven't saved anything in the last 30 minutes or so, therefore... Yeah, there we go, okay. Is it really gonna work well? Two each. Well, for Lucky Lester, because he's behind. He's lagging behind the rest of the party. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I need 3 more. 3 more blocks like that. Hey, a letter. Followers of Bowser run the Puff Puff machine. They're continuing their evil plan to fill this fair land with clouds. Yeah. How fluffy great Puff Puff machines spewing out the clouds, making brown out of green, wither them all up, yeah. Hey, stop that! You might break it. I said don't hit it! Don't you realize that if the Puff Puff machine breaks, we won't be able to make clouds and blue skies for a return? You think it's easy to fill the sky with clouds? Oh my, you're Mario! This is a yellow Magikoopa. He's one of the magicians in the Koopa clan. Yellow is the new black, didn't you know? That's HP 11. He can use magic to give his companions an electric charge. While his cohorts are electrified, don't attack them directly or you'll be in for a shocking surprise. Okay. Oh, too early. Well, you know what? Eat this. Retreat, boys. He beat us, but good. Haha, look at those chumps run away. Alright, now Mario, we better do something about this Puff Puff machine, huh? Wow, the clouds are gone. It's time for a little sunshine. Oh, precious sunlight. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Mario did it. He saved flower fields. Oh, yes, the sun. Yay, yippee, the sun's back. Oops, hee. Losing control like that. It's so unlike me. Ah, the bright rays of the sun. Once again, I can gaze at the sparkles of light on the water. Oh, it's about time. The sun, flower fields is saved. And of course the sunlight can only add to my beauty. It's the sun! Oh, that heat feels so good. Maybe being stuck in one place isn't so bad after all. I feel full of life again. Helping folks feels good. I could get used to this, man. Mario, what are you doing next? I'll follow you anywhere. Well, I've got all the ingredients to make a giant beanstalk or whatever that was. Well, okay, I've got all 3 ingredients, now what? Oh, thank you, Mario, you did a tremendous job. A tremendous job! You cleared off those clouds so the sun could rise once more. It's so nice seeing my dear flower fields full of life again after such a long time. There's nothing like sunlight. Oh yes, of course, you should plant that magical bean, don't you think? It should grow well now. I'd say the best place for you to plant it would be over there, where you can see the soil. Yeah. Do things in the right order. Plant the magical bean. Soil, bean, then water. That's the only way. Come on now, you can do it. Ah, the soil first. Okay. Bean. And then water. Okay, faster, faster! Oh ho ho, success! Look at that sprout, now you can go up to Cloudy Climb. Best of luck, son. My spot seems to be getting less and less sunny. How disappointing. Yeah, I want to go back and rest since I used up a bit of my star power. Oh yeah, I should be able to defeat that big Koopa guy now. Come to think of it. I'm exhausted. Well, at least I won't have to stay up till 3 AM to farm off of the Amazy Daisies anymore. I'm done with that. Oh yeah, I forgot, that's how they climb. It's a pretty high-tech plant. Did I see a badge somewhere? Ah, yeah, there it was. Yeah. Yeah, when the camera was showing above the clouds earlier, I noticed there was something there, so I figured, well, better not miss it. This actually reminds me a little bit of that Mario Kart track above the clouds in Mario Kart Super Circuit. Maybe it was inspired by this place, actually. I never thought about it before, but it was the Rainbow Road, I think, in Mario Kart Super Circuit that had the Bowser's castle with the clown face in the background. I think it was. Are you a man named Mario? And did you or did you not break one Puff Puff machine? What possessed you to do that? You completely ruined my plan to cover flower fields and clouds. You see, I was going to turn the sunlight blasted place into a cloud-covered paradise, but I can't expect a man of your intellect to understand. Is that you, Spike? So, you have betrayed me. You will be punished. I was given the Star Spirit by King Bowser. I'll never give it up to the likes of you. You will both pay dearly for your crimes. This Hufflepuff. Puff. He's a giant cloud monster. Max HP 60. His thunder attack is very dangerous. If you don't defend, you'll take massive damage. When you attack Huff and Puff, little clouds called Tough Puffs come out. Their number is based on the amount of damage you do. If you leave the Tough and Puffs, Huff and Puff will swallow them up and restore his HP. You need to use smart tactics to beat this guy, Mario. Something tells me I'm gonna have to change my partner again. For now, do nothing. That's why I chose her. Master Huff and Puff, I wish to pummel Mario too. Permission to attack. Yes, take him. You asked for it, now you'll witness the full power of my storm. Master Huff and Puff, leave it to me. Ow, okay, yeah, never mind. Okay. How'd you like that? Wow, Mr. Huff and Puff, you are truly the mightiest. Ah, crud. I made a mistake. My internet connection seems to be behaving nicely tonight. I'm sorry about that. Or it might actually be Twitch again. You seem to be in trouble. I guess I'd better stop messing around and fight hard. Would you be alright, Master? We're not finished yet. Here I come. What? I was almost finished anyway. Okay, there we go. No, I cannot lose. Yay, Star Spirit number 6. End of chapter. So it is that Mario and party defeat Cruel Cloud, Buff, and set free the 6th Star Spirit. The thick clouds that once cast dark shadows have gone, and Flower Fields is bathed in sunshine again. A single Star Spirit waits to be rescued, waits to take its place in the Star Sanctuary. Perhaps you will see Princess Peach soon. Perhaps. Just wait and see. Magikoopa, who watches impatiently from Bowser's castle, is waiting too, for you to try to save them. I have to go put that jam and jelly into the chest for Mario. First chance I get. Hey Twink, you know the sneaky parasol I got on that quiz show? I can change into someone else when I use it, right? So don't you think I can use it to get out of here? Yeah, I bet you can. Why don't you try it out? Press B while facing whoever it is you want to transform into. But first I need someone to transform into. I like that. Hi there. Hey, how goes it? Yeah, they've been working me like a dog lately. Say, I heard that Magikoopa is building some big thing above Princess Peach's castle. I bet you it's a secret weapon designed to defeat Mario. Okay. Okay, if you press B, it cancels it out. You can't go from one disguise to another straight away, I suppose. Alright. Hey you, stop loitering around here. Well, it works. Still dropping frames here and there, and it might get worse if it's Twitch. Like it did the last time. Quite sure where I'm supposed to go at this point. Ah, this place is back to this appearance. In the library, I think. I could see an item on the second floor of the library, but no. No, that just came from there. It's here, probably. I was thinking of transforming into this guy. Hello, me. What are you doing here? Get back to your station. Magikoopa will chew us both out if she finds you're here instead of at your post. Ah, they can't jump, these guys. What are you looking at? I'm not looking for the book you think I'm looking for. I swear, no fooling. I'm trying to study something. Here, take this and go away. Shooting star, okay. Gotta make sure that Mario gets it. Why do we bother patrolling? I mean, don't you agree? Sure, I know Princess Peach got out a couple of times, but this castle is hovering in the middle of the sky. Where's she gonna go, huh? I think King Bowser's nervous. He hides it well, though. No, I don't think he hides it well. Oh, up there, probably. Where that other guard is, because this is the only part of the castle I haven't been to yet, I suppose. On patrol, very good then, you can pass through. Where's my relief already? My shift has been over for ages now. Listen, could you go find that slacker and get him up here, please? I'm exhausted. He looks like this. He's probably goofing off outside the castle somewhere. Here, take this to find him. Ah, okay. It's the key to the front door of the castle. You won't be able to get downstairs without it. Okay. I really like these parts of the game. With Peach. There's no fighting or anything. It changes the pace of the game in a nice way. I like it. Boo! Boo, Monica. How's it going? Hey there. Ah, there he is. So sleepy, so very sleepy. Hey, that's me. Just let me catch a quick nap, but don't tell anyone. But she could leave the castle. It seems to be locked. You can't open it. Aww. Good, quite cold and a bit tired, but otherwise good. Tired as well. I didn't sleep as much as I wanted to last night because I wanted to be done grinding for this game so I could keep progressing through the game tonight on tonight's stream. Then I went shopping this in the early afternoon, washed the dishes. I painted a new door that we put outside with my dad the other day. So I spent most of today working, really. Right up until dinner time. Well, I guess I'll let it go this time, but watch it, okay? Okay, have a good shift. I'm shoving off. Don't goof off either. You're on thin ice, buddy. Yeah, I got a lot of work done. I made some other overlays for the coming days, coming games that I'd like to stream to before Spooktober starts. So yeah, today was pretty full. I think and hope that tonight I can finally sleep properly. And the stream is dropping frames every now and then though right now. It's not the best, but all you've done is make tea and help a tiny bit with making dinner. I did make myself tea right before I started streaming, but just a cup though. Hey you, yeah you, entry is prohibited for unauthorized people. But you're already up here, so I guess it's too late. It's a stupid restriction anyway. Ah, Magikoopa. Okay, everything's finally ready. Even if Mario shows up with all of the star spirits, we'll still be alright. Warm this time. I think we're done with the time of the year where it's so hot that I need to have iced tea. From now on, I think it's probably going to be mostly warm tea for the rest of the year. Until summer next year, anyway. Even if Mario shows up with all of the star spirits, we'll still be alright. It pays to expect the worst. Absolutely, affirmative. You're right, Magikoopa. You there. You're doing a fine job. Keep up the good... Wait, something's weird about you. You smell too nice. Hopefully, I tend to still drink warm tea when it's warm. I can't, personally. I need to have something really cool. Yeah! You smell too nice. Uh-oh. You! Why, you little Princess Peach! Unbelievable! Out again! Guards, all of you, catch this little runaway and take her back to her room. No! How about you confiscate this umbrella of hers? Ah, well, okay. What a pleasure meeting you. My name is Clever. Thank you for saving me. Huff and Puff is gone, so the flowers in flower fields can live peacefully once more. I feel that if you hadn't come, flower fields would never have seen the light again. Now there is only one of us star spirits still trapped. Just one more, Mario. If I'm melting from the heat, I will drink something like iced coffee. Ah, okay. Here, please use my power as you continue your fight. Mario's star energy goes up to 6. Mario can now use Timeout, a new star spirit power. With Timeout, you can stop time and stop all enemies in their tracks. Now you are able to use the powers of the 6 star spirits. If you use mine well, it should prove to be extremely helpful in battle. But if it's only a little hot, then tea is fine. Well, I do still drink coffee, like warm coffee when it's hot, personally. I never really stop drinking coffee, even when it's really hot outside. Don't become overconfident, though. You must be careful. Bowser has power as well. Remember that even stronger enemies await you. I hope our powers will help you so that you may help us. We're all depending on you. I'll go back to Star Haven now. I can't wait to get there. I've been terribly worried about everyone. Twitch seems to be acting up again. Bandwidth is a bit all over the place. Congratulations, young Mario. You saved the Star Spirit. Because of your efforts, Flower Fields is beautiful again. Thank you, Mario. It was worth living so long to meet a man of your stature. Right now, I have a cup of tea and some sour apples. I don't mind sour apples. Where to now? I know where I'm supposed to, what the next area is, but I can't remember how to get there, though. Sour apples are pretty good once in a while. I like them really crunchy, personally. What? Oh, old boy. Ah, yeah, I still have to defeat this guy, I suppose. I want to fight you. I want to fight you. Anything is better than apples that doesn't taste like anything. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's true. He's pretty good for that, Goombario. Oh, let's use Tattle first, I suppose. This Kenzie Koopa. He seems pretty greedy for such a large Koopa. Max HP 70. He sometimes does a stamp attack. Or do they mean stomp attack, maybe? That attack is a power of 3. His shell attack also damages party members like me, so be sure to defend. As with all Koopas, your chances would greatly improve if you can flip him over. His defense power will drop. Watch it though, he'll attack as soon as he's back on his feet. And by the way, is he not the hugest Koopa ever? Somebody told me that he used to live in Koopa Village. When I was younger, the apples they sold at our school cafeteria was always tasteless. Well, we had apples growing on the trees in the yard of the school, in primary school anyway, not in high school though. So in September or thereabouts, at the start of the school year, we just pick up apples from the trees and eat them, like for free. Ah, crap, well, that didn't do much. This dude was hard for me to fight. Hi again, Dubby. Welcome back. Yay! He's a big bully. Ah, it's not doing anything. It's not doing much. Now, I'm gonna use power bounce. And change over to someone who can deal a whole lot of damage. Great at penetrating defense and paralyzing enemies. Okay, yeah, that sounds like what I need. We had an apple tree at our school too, but we were told we couldn't climb to get them, as it was huge, so you couldn't just plug them. So if you wanted one of them, you had to wait till they fell, but then they would be bruised. They weren't too tall, those trees that we had in school. So they had very low branches that we could just grab apples from. That was pretty cool. Ah, crap. Would it work though if I tried just like that? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that. That still leaves only 1 point of damage, though. Just try like that. Well, 5 points, it's not too bad. I'm not going anywhere fast, though. I'm not good at keeping this thing going. Hey, woohoo! Paralyzed. Okay, press A and B together repeatedly. Yes! I should have used the thing again. Oh boy. Okay, what do I have that I can use? 10 HP? Yeah. Okay, I'm almost there. Okay, got it. Wow, you must be really strong. I mean, beating a guy my size, I guess I have to give up. See you later. You get nothing for your trouble, though? Oh. Okay. No reward or anything? Oh, well, I guess Colorado has been able to go back home. How do you get to that snowy area again? Oh, but I guess now that I have Lucky Lester with me, I can... There's a part of the sewer that I can go through now. Which music? In the sewers? Nostalgia. Super Mario RPG had a pretty good cover of this one. Want to fight these guys, considering they're not giving me anything. I could remember it fully and would sometimes just hum it to myself when I was little. Oh no. Ah, that's not enough. Well, yeah, he can't defend himself. So he takes the full blow every time. Okay. Thank you, Bombette. Oh yeah, again, these things that I can't reach. I don't want to fight. Yeah, pacifist Mario. There's nothing in it for me. Leave me alone, guys. Ah, it's the Ultra shoes. Ultra boots. Yeah, sorry. The attack power of Mario's jump increases. So it's not... I don't... On top of that, you can now do a tornado jump by pressing A again while in the air. I don't want to fight. I don't need to fight to prove I'm right. There's nothing in it for me to fight. Lucky Lester.
Ah!
No! Plus, I don't like these spiny guys. They have high defense. Shooting star. Yeah, like this. Yeah, alright. Boom. This door is securely locked from the other side. Oh, okay. Well, all that for nothing. Cloud guy looks like a Yankee. Really? You think so? Or I guess I could go see Merlin if I don't know what to do. Okay. Yankee lucky too. Please tell me my fortune. Suits him well. Oh, who's this? Oh, it's you. You came at such a good time. There's a guest waiting for you. Nice to meet you. I come from Starborn Valley. Starborn Valley is in the Shiva region, a chill place far to the north at the very end of the earth. Merle, who hails from there, said that he had something important to tell you, Mario. Merle of Starborn Valley is my son, Mario. It seems he's calling for you. If he is searching for you, you can be sure something important is afoot. You must go to Starborn Valley. Do not delay. Yes, please hurry. I will run ahead and take tidings of you to Merle. I think somewhere deep below Toad Town is a pipe connected to Shiver City. Considering he's a bastard who just won't put you down until you're dead last in Mario Kart. Starborn Valley is located quite near Shiver City. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could see it that way. Dang, lucky too. Ah, he's been worse in past games. There have been games where he was extremely slow to put you back on the track. But in more recent games, it's not as much of an issue though. Starborn Valley is near Shiver City. I think it was in Double Dash or Mario Kart 64 where he was incredibly slow to do so. You're salty about it. Well, you know what to do. Don't leave the track. Don't fall off. Oh, maybe he's waiting for me in the sewer. But I needed the key, though. Okay, well, let's go back. I guess I had to do that first. I should have done that first. My friend and I almost yell at the screen when it just holds you in the air, like, put me back, put me down! Oh, wait. Ah, but I wanted to get away from it. Oh, actually, you can just jump over them, I suppose. Except the last one. Unless... Ah, okay, yeah. Okay, that's why. Ah. Focus. Come on! Like, look at all the people you will have to get in front of again. You did this, you... Okay, I can't let you down now. Okay, good. Ah, it is open now. Ooh, it's so frozen. Oh, lucky Lester, I suppose. So the pipe here is where I came from. We might just be impatient since we want to race. Well, and win the race, ideally. A star spirit on ice. Yeah. Hey, you have a third degree card. I've got a third degree card too. Cool. We have the same ranking. We're equals. The city is becoming pretty dangerous lately. I saw this totally suspicious stranger wandering around just a short time ago. He seemed to be searching for someone. I didn't like his looks. I wonder where he got off to. Starborn Valley and Shiver Mountain are both near here, but you'd better dress warmly if you plan on reaching them. My mom has been rewatching Harry Potter, and now every time I read, I hear it in Snape's voice. Every time I hear, obviously, I hear it in Snape's voice. I'm not sure. Every time I read it, okay. Okay, good. Nah, you're not. It's okay. Oh, you can jump on the furniture here. Anyone for a shaved ice treat? Strawberry flavor? Maybe watermelon? Or my personal favorite, tangy tangerine. Oh ho, I love frozen treats. Ah! I fell. Yes, of course I have, yeah. And read the books, all of them, multiple times even. There's only the, theater thing, like Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which I couldn't read all the way through because of how dumb it was. I tried. I promise I tried, but I really didn't feel it. It was not good. No reply. Mayor Penguin's body doesn't budge an inch. What's this? He has a memo in his hand that says Herringway. Darling, would you like a cup of tea? Hmm? Oh, dear, you know you'll catch a cold if you sleep there. No! Help somebody, anybody! My husband is dead, he's been murdered! It's a penguin murder mystery! What's going on here, madam? Just calm down now. You need to speak slowly so I can get to the bottom of this. My husband is dead. Look at him lying there. Oh, my darling husband. Somebody clipped his flippers. By Puffin, you're right. The mayor has been murdered. This is like a mystery novel, except it's real. How tragic. But madam, if I may ask, who on earth would have reason to put this penguin on ice? Him, right there, that man with the suspicious mustache. I told him not to come in the house, but he barged right in. My husband was alive right up until this man showed up. He must be the murderer. Then the obviously thing I'm talking about is when Dolores Humbridge is asking Snape a bunch of questions while the class is going on. Yeah. But you were unsuccessful? Obviously. Yeah, the obviously. And then Ron getting like snapped on the head or something like that. Yeah, I know exactly which part it is, yeah. The obviously. Don't try to play ignorant with me, buddy. I'm a professional. We've got a witness here. Isn't that right, madam? Yes, that's right. He did it in cold blood. I saw it with my own eyes. So imagine me. Besides, he's the only one who came into this room. It all adds up. So you're sticking to your story, claiming you're not the culprit. Just giggling like crazy every time I read the word obviously. What are you, nuts, man? Mario's not a murderer. That's completely ridiculous. If you're telling the truth, then we're dealing with a backroom murder case. Oh, I never trained for this. A backroom murder case. A high-ranking penguin slaying. How could such a horrible plot twist hit our peaceful city? You, Mr. Mustache, once more for the record, you swear you didn't do this? Okay, I think I believe you, but this means we have to find the true murderer. Ah, perfect. I'll give you a chance. Since you claim that you're not the guilty party, then you must bring me the murderer yourself. If you do that, I'll believe you. It's the only way. The penguin murder mystery. Alright, off with you. You haven't proved that you're innocent yet, so I must forbid you to leave the city. This is for Hercule. I mean Detective Rudy. I'm not going to help you. I don't socialize with murderers. Get away from me. Close enough, yeah. Close enough. I was actually watching the end of an episode of that TV show just the other day. I mean, I came up from streaming and my dad was watching one, so I only caught the end of it. In his back room, and no one has the slightest idea who did it. Oh, it can't be. It's like we're in one of Herringway's mystery novels. They still air on some TV channels over here. The mayor's wife said the man with the mustache did it, and he seemed to be such a gentleman too. Still, I guess you shouldn't trust anyone who carries such a huge hammer. How terrifying. It just goes to show you that you should never trust your first impression of people. Yeah, that TV channel, it's on certain evenings they will air like 4 episodes of that or 4 episodes of Columbo. But because there are not like 1,000 different episodes, well, every now and then they just re-air the same. If it was me, we wouldn't even have TV, really, because I barely ever watch TV. Herringway? Yeah, sure, he lives right next to the lake. His house is always empty, though. Who knows where he is? What? Herringway might be a murderer? No, that can't be. He's a really good friend of the mayor's. He'd have no reason to off him. Unless there was some super secret reason. Ever since I started reading Herringway's mystery novels, I suspect the unsuspected. I just haven't felt like, after the TV version of the murder on the Orient Express, he seems so different. Hey, you have a third-degree card? Yeah, okay, this guy says the same thing as before. You'd better show some evidence if you're really not the one who murdered Mayor Penguin. Until you do, I'm sorry, but I can't let you leave the city. I won't budge from this spot. Oh, no, sorry. He seems really cold and mad in that one. Serious now, there's no use trying to move me. Am I being too rude? Sorry. There's a rumor that you murdered Mayor Penguin. Did you really do it? You don't look so weird. Oh, there's a key in the frozen lake. Oh. Oh. It's Canadian penguins. To a warehouse in the city, it said. It's been a while since I watched Fargo, which I think takes place in Canada. I believe they even made a TV series off of this. Although I've never watched it. Fargo, yeah, in one word. It's the title of a film. Like a TV murder. I think it was a police mystery or something like that. That film, as I recall. I think it is in Canada. It's like all you see snow the whole movie, and you see there is a pregnant police woman. Like investigating something. It's been so long since I watched that though, and it was a pretty good one from what I recall. Where are you in my fireplace? You found my secret room through the chimney. Ingenious. Yeah, maybe it's on Netflix or something. I'm not sure. Me, I'm Herringway, the novelist. Haven't you heard of me? What? Mayor Penguin was murdered, and I'm the chief suspect. You must be joking. That's ridiculous. I did no such thing. You're very suspicious, huh? Well, I suppose I would be too. It appears as though I should drop in at the mayor's house. Engage stairs. Alright then, come on, let's go to the mayor's house. I like the thing that picture with two penguins on top of the bookcase, that it's him and the mayor when they were younger or something. I don't think this is in any other house in the village, actually. That might be a unique thing. Not on the Danish Netflix? Oh. Sadly then. Well, I see we have it over here, but the TV show, not the film. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they have the film, actually. I think it's the TV show that they have on Netflix, and not everywhere, anyway. It's a 1990s film, by the way, just so you know. I've never watched the series, so I wouldn't know. I know it aired over here, not on Netflix, on actual TV, but I never watched it. Kaweez, it's everyone's favorite quizmaster, Chuck Quizmo. Want to try the quiz? Okay. What kind of card do you get when you defeat Lee at the dojo in Toad Town? Lee. Which one was it? It was the first one, I think. No, the first one was Chan, and the second one was Lee, I think. Yeah. You've correctly answered 53 questions so far. Good luck next time. Yeah, there's 64 in total. Well, so long, farewell till we meet again. Let's get to the bottom of this case right now. He's not even dead. Oh, you again. Have you come up with anything? Say, isn't that penguin behind you the mystery novel writer named Herringway? Herringway. Because he likes to eat herring? What? Mayor Penguin was clutching a piece of paper that had Herringway written on it? Ah, if that were true, I most certainly would have noticed it. He definitely does appear to be holding a piece of paper. Yes, of course, it's a message about this death. With his last breath, the mayor told us the murderer's identity. So, Mr. Herringway, you cold-hearted murderer. It all makes sense now. No wonder your novels are so exciting and suspenseful. You live out your own plots. Yeah, sorry. Dear man, do you have any idea how ridiculous you sound? You actually think I would do this to the mayor? He's a great friend of mine. Yes, you were a good friend. Aha, but that was just a cover so that no one would suspect you of this heinous crime. That's it, isn't it? I've solved this crafty mystery. Oh, come on, really? You simple penguin. I would never be so predictable. Besides, I'm completely innocent. I've been working in my house on my new novel for weeks. I didn't have time to sneak over here to kill Mayor Penguin. You know, I wish there could be a place that held some sort of murder mysteries. Yeah, it's just too bad for those people getting murdered, though. Or like fictional ones that you could try to solve yourself. Ah, yeah, actors. Yeah, okay. I didn't have time to sneak over here to kill Mayor Penguin. I'd just like to say that I still think the man with the mustache is the murderer. This penguin murder mystery is getting more intriguing all the time. He's not even dead. Oh, my aching ouch. Eek! My husband's returned. He's a ghost. Eek! Oh, good gracious. Hello, everyone. What's going on here? What, Mayor? We thought you were dead. Our backroom murder mystery is a wash. What a plot twist. Huh? What are you talking about? I think I seem to remember going to the shelf to get this souvenir for Herringway. Oh, yes, of course. I reached up, slipped, and then whacked my head on the floor. Yes, that's what happened. Here you are, Herringway. This is what I was reaching for. Toad Town was great fun. So many interesting sights. Wish you could have been there. Sometime after all this hubbub settles down, I'll give you a full account of the big city. Well, thank you, old friend. That's very thoughtful. But Mayor, here we were, thinking that you'd been murdered. The whole city was up in arms. Next time, be more careful. Ah, the Mayor has that same picture on his mantelpiece. Ah, yes, so sorry. I thought it rather entertaining, actually. Besides, everything's okay now. The Mayor's just fine. I must return to my home now. I believe I've just had an idea for the sequel to my new novel. I have the best intentions, but for some reason I always end up causing a ruckus. Hello, sorry about all that. I must apologize. Say, you're Mario, aren't you? Well, let me welcome you to Shira City, Jewel of the North. Welcome to Winterfell. What's the matter? Oh, you want to hike over to Starborn Valley, do you? I see. Of course, I'll tell the gatekeeper to allow you out of the city. You'd better bundle up. Okay. I know you can get frozen potatoes from the area, but I can't remember where though. Do you buy them? Because I need some. Where can I get one? Well, I need two, I think. Let's see. Frozen potato. Paper Mario. Or iced potato. Sorry, not frozen potato. It's a general item that is found in Paper Mario. If Mario spends the night at the Toad House in Shira City, an iced potato will appear on the table. Ah, okay. That's how you do it then. I just thought up how it could work. The mystery thing. Murder mystery thing. Yes, I want to take a nap, please. Did you have a good nap? Good luck to you. Can't carry any more, huh? Need to throw away something again. Because I don't need there aren't a lot more recipes that I can make. Let's see now. If I want to leave the village. It's a bit of a shame that there's no other, like, faster way to get back to Toad Town. People who has paid for the experience gets a card that gives them a new name, job, and possibly personality trait, and an invitation for wherever the plot will be at. Yeah, that could work. Like a real-life game of Clue. Something like that. Like, if you just work from how the game Clue works, it shouldn't be too difficult to come up with something that works. Okay, now. flower. Yeah, there we go. Too many cooks. Okay, a nice potato alone. I need to cross it off my list, this one. Okay, and then I'm already gonna cross out the next one. Yeah, all the others require gem and jelly or an ultra shroom. But there's not a whole lot of recipes left now. A couple of guests and a couple of actors. Actors will be murder victims. The murderer and act like other players in case the players get stuck. Yeah, you know they even make escape room games these days, so it's not too far off from that. Frozen fries. Yeah, now what I'd like to do is try to find all the quizzes from Chuck Quizmo. How far can I get? Okay, so I can get up to 60 star pieces, or 60 good answers to the quiz game. I know I kind of want to try an escape room, but here they only do company groups. Ah, okay. Like, groups of friends can't do it themselves, for example. Oh, the thing I want to try again is a laser game. I haven't had one of those in ages. Well, last time would have been, yeah, 11 years ago. That's how long ago that was. We were a group of 8 friends, so we divided in teams of 4, and that was so good. Only a company can sign up for it? Yeah. Yeah, I understand. That's a shame. These things are cool. They should not be reserved for company employees. Yeah, laser tag, yeah, that's what I meant, yeah. It was in the middle of the summer, and I was running all over the maze-like thing in which this was taking place, and I was all sweaty at the end. I guess I don't move enough. I don't move my body enough. Ah, there he is. Question, what color is the brooch that Princess Peach wears? It's blue, isn't it? On her red dress. Yeah, it is. Blue on her pink dress, yeah. I don't know what I said, but that's what I meant to say. We were supposed to date with our class once, but when we got to the place, they said we were too young, even though we had called in and got an okay beforehand. Yeah, letting you go all the way there only to tell you that you're too young, even though they should have asked beforehand. Yeah, I would be royally pissed myself if that happened to me. I have to keep looking for the guy. Ah, well, he's here again. Question, who gave you miracle water in the flower fields? Lily. That was literally an hour ago, so I can't have forgotten. Don't die on me now, stream, please. If you would be so kind. Thank you. Ah, there he is. Ah, no! I said no instead of yes! We had looked at the website, a couple of us were still not old enough. It said 16 and up. Some were still only 15, so we had called and asked if possibly we could still all get in. And the guy said it was fine, and yet apparently not. Well, if not, they should just have said so before you guys went all the way there. I mean, imagine if it was far away or something. If it was a long ride. Yeah, it was far away too. Oh, damn it, Twitch! Ah, okay, there he is again. What is the name of Lucky Lester's girlfriend? Lucky Lulu. Correct. Congratulations. Here's your star piece. 3-4 hours of train and bus. Oh. Well, I hope you guys found something else to do on location. I mean, so as to not have traveled all the way there for nothing. We did, but after that everyone was seriously mad. Yeah, I can imagine, yeah, that kinda ruined the day. It's hard to get into the fun of whatever you would have done for the rest of the day after that happened. I can easily imagine. Come on, Quizmo. I know he can appear in other places as well, but usually going back and forth between these 3 pipes is what works best for me. Because if the guy had just said no, then you would have gone to an amusement... We would have gone to an amusement park and said, yeah. How do you make the pipe leading to the Toad Town Playroom come out? Hit a tree. $57 questions so far. Okay, I have to find him 3 more times. Doesn't appear in Goomba Village anymore for some reason. Nah, he's not here. And sometimes he appears by the gate as well. That's why I have to check that way too. Cowies! It's everyone's favorite quizmaster, Chuck Quizmo. Who is inside Club 64? Pop Diva. there he is again. Okay. I don't know if it's something you guys do in Belgium, but it's something we call Blue Monday. It's the Monday after everyone has been confirmated, if that is the works. The word confirmated. Yeah, like the religious thing that Catholics do over here. Which of the following do Shy Guys never do? Sing, dance, run. They run, and I guess they dance too. Sing, maybe. Yeah. I don't know, because I never went through that myself, so... I'm a Protestant, not Catholic, so... I never got through that step. Let's see. The guy is not there. Come on, just one more time. I mean, I know that it exists here too, but I don't think there is something called Blue Monday after you do that for those that do it. So I'm not familiar with that. Like, what do you do on the Blue Monday anyway? What best describes the relationship between Mario and Luigi brothers? Hey, bro! Okay, there will be 4 more questions, but only after I've completed the next chapter, though. I didn't get confirmed either, but we still participate in Blue Monday. Ah, okay. Wait. What's the old man going to ask me? There is one thing. I have an old Boo friend who lives in Gusty Gulch. Can you go and get a package from him? You may have a little trouble finding him since the boos there look pretty similar. I'm sure he can do it though. A long time ago when Goomba Bootler and I were traveling, we met the Boo and became fast friends. He recently sent me a letter saying that there is a package there addressed to me. What are you waiting for? Go on and get it, I mean, please. We have Blue Monday, we have the whole day off and we get to go out and have fun the entire day. We have to make up our own plan for the day, but we do so as the whole class. Ah, okay. And we get a discount for a lot of things the whole day. Oh, that sounds cool. No, I'm pretty sure if we had the same thing here, I would know. I'm pretty sure we don't. Okay, he said in Gusty Gulch then. What he said sounded like it was Bootler himself. I'm gonna ask him. Usually people go to amusement parks, so we thought why not do something different? Ah, okay. So you guys did that on a Blue Monday then. It's also possible that they just had so many people that, well, if they could refuse someone who were not like quite the right age, then they chose to just do it. And okay, it's not this guy, I suppose. Yeah, that's a reasonable thing to want. Seems like to me. people, they had made appointments beforehand. Ah, okay. Yeah, and here you had an appointment, but you got 30 minutes of playtime each. Oh, hello, you're running an errand for old Koopa Koot, are you? Uh-oh, now where did I wasn't really ready for this. Where did I leave that thing? I'd better go look for it. Do you think you can wait for just a second? I should find it soon enough, so why don't you kill some time by wandering around here? So should I leave and then come back? So that's why everyone was really mad? Yeah. Yeah, because you can't just go back another day, because the price would not be the same. If it's something kind of expensive and you finally get to experience it while it's cheaper than usual. Basically spend our Blue Monday on getting told no. I like how as soon as the gate opens, night falls. Okay, old man, I got what you wanted. Livid lava piranhas. You rule, Mario. Ah, yes, this is that package I requested. Ever since my boo friend sent me that letter, I've been dying to know what's inside. Well, I'll find out right now after you leave. Here, take this as thanks. 1 coin. Another errand. I don't usually ask for favors, but people keep talking about something called a coconut. They say they're delicious. I just have to try one. Ah. I don't have one in my storage anymore. I have to go back to Yoshi's Island to get one. I think you can get them from any tree, like in the village or something. Like this one. No? This one then, I suppose. Or this one. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this one. There's your coconut. Great crawling clefts, you're larger than life, Mario, and so on and so forth, blah blah blah. Got 1 coin. I wouldn't mind getting one of those red jars that they say were made in dry deserts, ancient desert kingdom. According to popular opinion, you can get one if you buy things in a certain order at the shop in Dry Outpost. First you buy a dusty hammer, then you go ahead and get the dried pasta, then you get another dusty hammer. And then, let me see, hang on, I've forgotten the other thing. Ah, well, you have to figure out the rest. But do hurry, I really want one. Aren't you demanding? I'll look it up. Koopa Coot Red Jar. Oh, it's his final favor that he asks you? Okay, well, I'm done after this one. That's good to know. I'm done making favors. Let's see. Dusty Hammer. Dried pasta. Ah, but I'm full. I don't really want to throw any of that away. Okay, Dusty Hammer, dried pasta, another Dusty Hammer, and a dried shroom. Okay, there we go. Good. What ho! Buying goods in that order is a secret sign. It was written in an ancient will. In keeping with the will, I'm required to give you this. Please take it. A red jar, okay. Except now I find myself with items that I didn't want, so I have to sell them again. Swooping Sky Guys, you're a true workhorse, Mario. Incredible, outstanding. You, it's a little filthy though. I suppose I'll add it to my collection anyway. You're a stand-up guy for doing an old Koopa so many favors. This time I'll give you this special gift as thanks. Don't tell anybody though, I've got a reputation to keep. Oh, you don't have to be so polite, young fella. Take this. 3-star pieces. Can't think of any favors I need at the moment. I bet I'll need one later though. Okay. Fair enough. If you say so. I've got 13 star pieces. Oh yeah, and let's see, by the way, the letters. Minty in Toad Town. I don't know who that is. And Frosty in Starborn Valley. Who is Minty? It's a cheery, flower-loving toad who gardens by the post office in Toad Town. Okay. Oh, yeah, I know who that is then. Minty Fresh. Yeah, I know who that is. It's the lady who planted the seeds on stream last night. Yeah, this one. Need to deliver the letter. You're Minty, correct? The name is Parakari. I deliver letters. I believe I have one for you. Hang on a moment. Another letter duly delivered. A postman's work is never done. To me, who's it from? The wise Wisterwood? Who's wise Wisterwood? Thank you for making the flowers bloom so beautifully. Oh, it's a thank you note. It says, please drop by Flowerfield sometime. Wow, how delightful. But how does wise Wisterwood know about me? Oh, excuse me, I'm rambling. This is a small gift to say thank you for delivering the letter. Please take it. Now I'm gonna spend these star pieces. Oh yeah, and collect these, by the way. jelly. Okay. Hello. I buy the most expensive ones first, working my way towards the top of the list. No, I'm good. I'll wait, I'm patient. Now I need to store that gem in jelly so I don't use it accidentally, because I need it for cooking something. Or actually, well, no, I wouldn't be able to do it now, I suppose. Alright, well, let's try to continue the story then now. I've done all the quizzes, delivered all the letters, fulfilled all the errands. Oh, actually, come to think of it, he doesn't have any more badges for sale? Oh, okay. I'd like to make sure about how many badges I have and stuff like that. I know I discovered a few more, but it's not here. Stupid me. Okay, so I've answered 60 out of 64 questions on Quizmo's quizzes. Tasty's recipes, I only have 4 more to unveil. Star pieces collected, there are 17 left in the game and 9 badges. Okay, getting close. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to fight at the dojo as well eventually. Not now though. Mostly came back to Toad Town originally just because I wanted to cook. This. Okay, the path there is not too bad. Let's continue now. Hey! Oh, not him again. I've been waiting for you. Mario! I've been here forever. I was getting desperate. I thought I was gonna freeze. This place is freezing and cold and nasty and icy. I hate it. I can't take it anymore. I gotta get out of here. I'm going to beat you up in record time and head back to someplace warm. You ready? Oh, I've been busy, Mario. I learned cool techniques. Check this out. Ha! Will this boy become a party member? No, he doesn't. No, he's just a comic relief villain, I suppose. Look at that piece of work. I've been taking a little magic course on the side, and now you're gonna be my final exam. Yeah, I gotta win this time. Yeah, the animation is a little bit different now. You like magic tricks? You won't like this one. Ha 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 ha! That felt fantastic. I just keep on getting better. It's Junior Troopa. I'm stunned. Really, this guy just will not quit. Max HP 50, attack power 8, defense power 1. He's obviously been training. It seems he can use magic now. Let's get this over with. You can block that attack normally. Block it to some extent. Just one more point. Go ahead, finish it. Ooh, there's a hat and a scarf missing from these guys. There's a letter. A letter to Merlo at Shooting Star Summit. I just came from there. Hoo-ha! Turn back. Come no farther. Turn away or I'll eat you. What do you think? Scary monster, aren't I? You know you want to run. I want to fight. What? You will regret this. This monster, even I don't know what it is. I don't know why, but it looks really terrifying. I get the funny feeling I had a nightmare about it. Max HP 20, defense power 0. I don't know its attack power, but it must be very powerful judging by its looks. Okay, that didn't do anything. Are you scared yet? Okay. That wasn't impressive. No, run away! Ah, it's baby stars. Okay. Okay, that explains it. This is Starborn Valley. You're Mario, yes? Thank you for coming. How do you do? I'm called Merly. I care for the star kids born here in Starborn Valley. There are many things I must tell you, but not here. Come, let's go to my house. Yeah, it's cold outside. I cannot concentrate out here in the cold. This way, please, follow me. I must apologize for the rude receptions of the Star Kids. None of us expected that you'd come here so quickly. They frightened strangers to try to keep this valley safe from Bowser's followers. Please, you must forgive them. Come in, please. They all look like Twink. Now, Mario, you must heed well what I'm about to tell you. This frozen area is called Starborn Valley. It is named this because it is here that stars are born and raised before rising to the sky. But now, ever since Bowser stole the Star Rod from the Star Haven, the power of that place has weakened and Star Kids have found themselves unable to rise up into the sky. I sent a ninja to my father Merlin, hoping that I could coax you to come here. Because I have found out where the last spirit is. It came to me in a dream, a vision of the last star spirit begging me for help. If my vision speaks truly, then the last star spirit is being held atop Shiver Mountain, which lies to the north. Up top sits the Crystal Palace. The star spirit waits there. The Crystal Palace was originally built to honor the stars, but as time passed, it slowly faded from the memories of local people. And now, no one can remember how to reach the palace. There is a way, though, and it involves items that have been passed down in these lands. Here, take this. A scarf and a hat. This scarf has been passed down through many generations in Starborn Valley. I wish I knew how to use it, but I do not. According to the legends, you must use this and another item that has been passed down in Shiver City. If you hope to open the way to the Crystal Palace, sadly, that's all I know. So I have to go back to Shiver City, find the hat, I suppose. If things remain as they are, Star Kids will never again be able to rise to Star Haven. Such a fate would be awful. Please, help them and expel Bowser from the sky. Oh yes, Mario, I almost forgot. There is supposed to be a small shrine somewhere along the path to the Crystal Palace. A legend has been handed down in this valley regarding the shrine's secret. Truth lies not only in the eyes, sometimes even walls may lie. Confusing, yes, but you must find this shrine and solve its mystery to reach the Crystal Palace. Yeah, well, we'll see. Please don't forget it. You found me, hee 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 hee. What, did you see me glittering? Hey, do you think I can rise into the sky soon? Ah yeah, what about that letter I had for someone in Starborn Valley? Frosty. Ah, that must be a toad with a name ending in T. Either this one or the other one inside, maybe. That's not him. Ah, this one maybe? Along with the ninjas, we were taking care of the Star Kids under the instruction of the mystic Merly. It's very rewarding to think that one of these kids might grow up to be a star spirit. Oh, can you imagine it? What a happy day that'd be. But unless things get better around here, it'll just be a fantasy that never comes true. It's still not this toad. Another one. One of the Star Kids seems to be playing hide and seek. You haven't seen him, have you? I swear, the second I take my eyes off him, he always runs off somewhere. What a naughty little Star Kid. Ah, there he is, okay. You're Frosty, correct? The name's Paracari. I deliver letters. I believe I have one for you. Hang on a moment. Another letter duly delivered. The postman's job is never done. Oh, thank you. Ah, how nice. It's a letter from little Dane T and Minnie T. Those naughty little rascals. When I visited their home, they were always up to something. They do write me letters often. It's nice to get letters. Their mail makes me as happy as mail from my wife and daughter. Oh yes, I almost forgot. I need a letter delivered. I'd like you to take this letter to Goompapa in Goomba Village. It's actually a reply to little Goombaria, but I think her dad could explain it to her better. Drop it off whenever you have a chance, alright? Thank you so much. Well, that's it, I suppose. I have to go back to the previous village. Uh. Power bounce. Ah, what's that? Well, the scarf is easy enough. It goes here. Oh, wait, what? Is it just me, or did part of the tree fly off? Oh. Okay. That's a bit weird. Mayor Penguin in Shiver City. Okay. He's frozen now. Pardon me, I'm on patrol. There have been rumors of a screaming monster appearing. Penguins square easily, so I have to keep the city's borders extra safe. I suppose it's the mayor that I have to see about this, supposedly secret item, a hat, for a snowman. Oh Mario, did you reach Starborn Valley? Did you see Merly? Oh excellent. He said what? An item that has been passed down in the city? Alright, there was something like that. Just a minute, I think I've got it somewhere. A bucket? An ordinary bucket that the Shiver City mayor gave you. This bucket has been passed down through the years in Shiver City. As Merly must have told you, there's a legend associated with it. With a bucket? If you use this and the scarf together, the way to the Crystal Palace will open. Who knows what all that means, though. Ha ha ha. I don't have the slightest clue as to how to use them together. Sounds like those star kids in Starborn Valley are in trouble. I hope you do your best for the little tykes. They're just kids. Best of luck to you. You're Mayor Penguin of Shiver City, correct? The name's Parakari. I deliver letters. I believe I have one for you. Hang on a moment. Another letter duly delivered. The postman's job is never done. You lost it in the first place. Duly delivered. From me. Oh, it's from Yoshi Village. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's pretty far away. I'll read this later. Thanks very much. Oh, hang on. I'll give you this. Okay. I'll sleep at the Toad House. Yeah, that I want to check. Oh yeah, and the jamming jelly also. let's put that bucket in place then. And the way should open. A cool bucket hat, thank you. A warm scarf, thank you. Yeah, because snowmen are afraid that it might get too cold for them, I guess. They don't want to catch a cold, haha. What a kind man you are, we thank you. As a reward for your kindness, we shall tell you our secret. No snow has been slapped in the making of this game. Please pass through here, with many thanks and blessings from the snowman. I feel like my brain isn't working today. Why? I mean, I knew what you were referencing. So, if that's a concern to you, well, don't worry about it. Because I got it. Words are hard. Ah! I was supposed to sleep at the Toad House and I didn't. Ah. Actually, no, not this. What was that block doing there? It's a bit weird. A pedal? Hey! Hmm? No! What's wrong with my eyes? You look just like me. Imposter! Who are you really? Tell me your name. I'm Cooper. Yeah, that's it. The question is, who are you? What? That's impossible. I'm the one and only Cooper. You're talking crazy talk now. You're making no sense. I'm the genuine Cooper, really. Come on, Mario. You know me. This guy is a big liar. I'm not lying. Mario, you know I'm Cooper, don't you? Don't you recognize your buddy? Shut your mouth, Goody Goody. I'm his buddy. Yeah, that's it. Why, you're the one who should shut his mouth. I'm his buddy. Listen, moron, or Mario, you have to decide who's lying. It's the only way. Pick the one you think is lying and whack him really hard with the hammer. You almost called me a moron, so... I know Mario knows who I am. I believe in you, Mario. Yow! What made you think that I was the one lying, huh? It must have been luck. No one has instincts that good. Don't be such a crybaby. You lost. What were you thinking trying to trick Mario like that? What? Shut up! I'll trick you! There's two of them now? that was good. I rarely go that long. This is a Dupley Ghost. Dupley Ghosts disguise themselves as members of our party. Max HP 15. Hey, come back here. And there's two of them. Run, Mario, run! Oh. Oh, let's upgrade Bunica. Heck. A shooting star, a snowman, and a thunder rage. Not sure what that's for, but bombets. What is this place? Oh. Who's this? At last, it is Mario. I'm glad you found this place. I've been expecting you. Oh ho, do you find it strange that I know of you? My name is Madame Merlar. I am a messenger of the stars. You know Merlin and Merly well. I am their ancestor. The stars spoke to me of you through my dreams. They said you would come to the shrine on the Shiver Mountain. It is here that I guard the way to the Crystal Palace. We have little time to waste, so listen carefully. You may not know this, but the followers of Bowser have invaded Crystal Palace, where stars are honored. Now, what I have to tell you is very important. Listen to every word I say. I can't tell you the whole tale. In the interest of time, I'll be brief, so pay attention to the key points. The story begins a long time ago. I was still a young woman back then. A horrible thing happened on the mountain one day. I ran there immediately but it was actually, oh, such a sight. It was none other, so, then I... So that's why you must get Bowser's man out of the Crystal Palace, but hey you, were you even listening to my story? Yeah. Well, okay then. As I was saying, you need the Star Stone to reach the palace. I'll give it to you. With this stone, you can open the way to the Crystal Palace. Go on, make haste. Do you think you understood my shortened version of the tale? It really doesn't do the story justice, you know? Perhaps one day I'll tell you the full story. Until then, good luck. Just blocked the cave I just came from. Well, I passed these 3 items before, but I don't think I can carry them, though. So I guess that wouldn't change much. Ah! Well, I use what I have. Okay. Well, this should be the Crystal Palace soon, right? Ah, that's good. Nice. Mario, don't look now. I think there's a reflection of you. What? I'm not sure what that's for. Big blue key. What's this, though? I don't know which one I should use. This room is pretty cramped. I wonder what it was used for. Servants' quarters, maybe? Crystal Palace, isn't it? I'm not sure. Ah, yeah, it's a big blue key that I had. You're another reflection. Look at this. Huh? How do you propose that happened, huh? Yikes, Mario's here. What? We better beat him. Okay. the real Mario is so strong? That was a save point in the mirrored version of that room. Oh, maybe if I break it here, it's gonna be broken in the other one as well? Badge. Decreases attack power by 1, increases defense power by 1. Well, I don't like trade-off badges like that. You know what? I don't need to fight. But that was a trap. No! It's a trap! Okay. No choice. I'm thirsty. Ah, no! How dare you! You're pretty generous. Let's see. Couldn't you go back, like outside? But it's like another version of outside, yeah. Like that. Ah, yeah. Thought so. No, not this way. Keep going. I'd like to try something else. Now that I've destroyed the floor in one of the two sides where that red cross was, you got distracted by what? What's up? By the voice of Severus Snape? Ah, okay, your friend. It would have been even funnier if it was Severus Snape, but... Sent you a quiz. Oh no, which one's the real one? What? Who are all of you? You're all trying to look like me. Mario, don't tell me you can't tell which one is the real Bombette. You can tell, right? Hey, I heard that. You're spreading lies, you imposter. I'm the real Bombette. That would be funny. That'll be 5 points from Gryffindor. Mario, look carefully at me and you'll know. I'm the real Bombette. It can only be me. These others are all liars. I'm the one. Mario, me. Don't fall for these tricks. I'll blow you up if you do. I'm the real Bombette. Please, trust your eyes and look at me. I'm not lying. No, I can't bear this. Mario, smash the imposters with your hammer. All of you pretending to be me. I can't take it another second. Oh, that's a nice idea. That'll clear all this up. Yes, good idea. Just hate imposters. Yeah, that can't be the real one. What did you hit me? Blast, you found me. I did once spend about an hour watching videos on YouTube about Snape, like 10 minutes of Snape being relatable. Like profile videos, that sort of thing. Describing the character. If you'd hit me with the hammer, Mario, I was going to bomb you the next time you napped. But you didn't. I'm so happy that you knew I was the real Vomit. Aww. What house do you think you'd be in? I can't remember. I took the test on what was a website again, Pottermore or something, like a while back, but I've already forgotten what it was. I think it was Gryffindor, I think. It was that or Ravenclaw, but I can't quite recall now. I'm not the kind of person, I guess, that cares about that too much. Huh. I always thought I'd be Hufflepuff, but apparently I'm a Ravenclaw. Yeah, so don't say you're dumb, because you wouldn't be in Ravenclaw otherwise. Who are you? The great and honorable Crystal King said that I can't let anyone pass. You're up to no good. I'm going to have to hurt you. Ouch! Ouch! Ah, okay. Ah, but there's another. I won't let you. I won't, and I won't, and I won't. You can't. You'll have to go through me if you want to get past. Okay. I always like to imagine if I was in the world of the books or movies I really watch. Oh, actually, I think there was in the PS5 presentation yesterday, they announced a new Harry Potter game. What was it called again? Hogwarts something. It's not Hogwarts Mythology, Anthology. It's Hogwarts something. There's a new Harry Potter game coming out anyway. It kind of looks like it's a Hogwarts simulator or something like that. I'm not quite sure. Because I only saw a brief trailer about it. I did not really look up any information about that. But just since we were talking about Harry Potter, that reminded me of that. Yeah, the new Harry Potter game. My mom said there was a lot of articles about it. Yeah, but then I don't know much about it myself. Hey, didn't you hear me? I said I'm not budging. You got that? I don't want him mad at me, so I have to teach you a lesson. Okay, there we go. Yeah, sure. Power bomb. Turns out to be good, and on the system I have, then I'd play it. Yeah, it's not coming to Switch though. To PC maybe. I don't think it's a PlayStation exclusive. Yeah. Assuming it's not a too demanding game, I suppose. Because on PC, you do have to keep that in mind as well. Unless you want to play it on all low, there's nothing wrong with that, of course, if it's the only way you can run it. Okay, like that. I'm tired of all these fights. With this giant screen we have for our computer, I can more easily get into games. Like, forget the world around and just focus on the screen. Yeah, that's relatable. I can understand that. Wait. What? Should I bomb the wall on the other side? It's not cracked or anything. Okay. Triple dip badge. During battle, lets you use 3 items during 1 turn. Okay. That's not gonna help you. Oh, a mystery item. Yeah, that pebble, I'm not quite sure what that was. Don't remember getting that. Okay. Oh, I'm probably close to the boss now. No, not that, not that, not that. Okay. Mario, I'm the real Cooper, but of course you know that, don't you, old boy? Mario, look at me, I'm the real deal. Nobody else looks like Cooper. Mario, come on, I'm Cooper. I mean, this is ridiculous. I'm the real Cooper, Sonny. You believe me, don't you? I am the real Cooper. There isn't any doubt in your mind, is there, brother? Okay, old bean, you'd best smash these imposters one by one. That's a good idea. Brothers, smash them all except me, okay? I hate reflection things. Must have some sort of sixth sense, Sonny. I mean, you take me for a fool? They're not very good at their job. Yeah, true. True enough. Yes, yes. Thank you, Mario. I knew you'd get it right. Those were the worst disguises ever. Oh. Yeah, this was just dumb, though. What the... What? Two keys. No? Okay. I figured, well, why not? Maybe this time I'm gonna get something useful out of this. Reflection puzzles can be pretty cool, though. Yeah! I totally agree. They can pull off some really smart stuff with this. If this was a horror game, I'd no guts. I'd no bouts. Okay. Trying to remember one, but nothing comes to mind now. Like a game with something like that, like a horror game with a mirror style thing. Oh, maybe in the Project Zero series. I think there's some stuff like that in there too. What, you can jump on them? I thought because of their maze I could not. Speaking of mirror and horrors, that reminds me of the old horror movie that I liked in the past, Candyman. I think they're releasing like a remake of or something like that of that film now. That thing used to scare me so much when I was little. Most games that has mirrors has something like Ghost in the Mirror shortly, but nothing else. Yeah. I watched the original for the first time when I was like 9 or something. That scared the shit out of me. But I think there's a remake now. If it's not out yet, it's gonna be out soon or something like that. It's coming to theaters soon. Yeah, I think it's the same here too. Like, after I watched that film for the first time when I was little, I was afraid of mirrors for a time. Afraid the Candyman might come out of the mirror at night to try to grab me or something. Looked at movies the other day. We have 2 tickets to use before they expire, but nothing in the theaters really makes you want to see it. That's a shame then, especially if they're not gonna be like valid for much longer or something. Go through here unless you solve the puzzle. Once you solve the puzzle, it'll let you through. I think I get it. get it. I had hoped that Kingsman 3 would come out soon, but apparently not in Denmark. It comes out next year. I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen the second yet, so... Oh, okay, never mind. No, yeah, okay. I'm stupid. They all have to look at each other. But a movie that fucked me up with mirrors when I was little was the movie Mirrors. I've heard the title before, but I don't think I've ever seen that one. Oh, they don't have to face one another? Okay. Oh yeah, there's a boss fight coming up. There's a boss fight coming up. Who comes to my palace? Mario, you finally arrived. I know you believe you can save the Star Spirit, but I'm afraid I won't let you. First I shall defeat you, then I shall present Bowser with a nice Mario gift. We watched it when my friend turned 14 and we were allowed to rent anything we wanted, so we thought, why not rent a bunch of horror movies? And that was one of them. This is the Crystal King. He's one of Bowser's main guys. I don't know how he managed to take over this palace, but max HP 70, attack power 6, defense power 2. He'll attack you by summoning and launching crystal bits. The power of each attack is 4. The number of times he attacks equals the number of crystal bits he's deployed. He'll also try to freeze you whenever he can. When his HP gets low, he may try to divide and conquer. The power of this attack is 8. You can hurt him only by attacking his real body. If you don't know which one's the main body, you should attack all of them. Pretty brilliant, eh? Mirrors was the worst because I had to sleep in front of a giant mirror. He summons more of them. Don't think you stepped that night. Ah, he froze me. And I think if you try to jump on his head, you get frozen by his crown or something. Even now, I can't sleep if I can see myself in a mirror. Oh! How much longer is this gonna take? Mario every time. should have equipped something that would make me immune to being frozen or something like that. Well, slowly but surely I'm getting there, but mostly the movie's fault, but also from something my mom said about not sleeping with a mirror in front, as it might, I don't know, take your soul or something like that. Why did she have to say to tell you something like that? What does that accomplish? Oh, I did not get frozen. Nice. It's not a huge problem, I know what to do, but... Okay, well there's the real one. Are you kidding me? It's because of something religious or something, I think. Maybe, I don't know. And I've never heard of something like that. Oh, come on! Stop healing yourself! What? It's like everything I've done was for nothing. Come on! And now he freezes me again. How can I prevent that? Isn't it also just freaky to, I don't know, wake up in the middle of the night and seeing something being yourself in front of you? I don't know, I don't have that problem myself, but I don't have any mirrors to see myself into when I wake up, so... I don't have a whole lot of experience with that in particular, but... it's hard to imagine being freaked out by that, for me anyway. Oh! I wish I could block it now correctly. It's dark, you're not fully awake, and you see something moving in the dark only to realize it's you or there's something moving. Well, then it's a relief. I would imagine it being a relief. Oh! so dead. The brief moment of terror really wakes you up. Well, at least, yeah, you don't need any more help to wake up. Well, depends, yeah, if it's in the middle of the night, yeah, I can imagine then, yeah. It would be hard to go back to sleep. Yeah. Well, I know which one is real, at least. You can't jump on it, can you? Don't think so, anyway. Okay, don't die just yet. I can probably do this. How much left? 9 points. Starstorm. You're toast, literally. Oh no, the last star spirit, King Bowser, forgive me! About time too, yeah. He was kind of annoying. And I am maxed out. I can't make Mario any stronger. Like, he's at max level already. And still I struggle. Let's mustache star. The struggle is real. Mario has saved the last star spirit Kalmar from the crystal palace at the edge of the world. Now with the 7 star spirits together, he has the power to challenge Bowser and the Star Road. I thought it was a very scared star. No, at least me, I see it as a mustache anyway. At last, it is time for Mario's showdown with evil King Bowser. Couldn't see it was a mustache in the card. Can Mario rescue Princess Peach? Yeah, you'd think maybe it's a mouth, like, open, because it's scared. Yeah. Can Mario rescue Princess Peach and recover the Star Rod? Or will wishes forever go ungranted? No music this time. Oh, Mario, I wonder what he's doing now. I wish I knew if I was helping him at all. Of course you are. Mario will be fine. You should be proud of your efforts. Mario knows all you've done. And don't you worry, Princess. You'll be able to talk to him in person before long. Tee-hee. I hope you're right, Twink. Thanks for cheering me up. Let's go back to the room, shall we? Oh, Princess Peach, your cuddly old Bowser is here. Your cuddly old Bowser is here. Okay. Cuddly, huh? Can't we have a friendly conversation for a change? Come on, let me see a smile. I have nothing to say to you. Oh, don't be such a pill. You're stuck with me for a long, long time, beautiful. You'd better get used to it. Mario is coming, Bowser, and you can't stop him. Oh, you poor silly girl. I'm invincible with the Star Rod, didn't you know? Mario's no match for me. It's history. Get over it. Your raunchiness, we have an emergency. Grr, it had better be important. I'm right in the middle of a friendly chat with the princess. Mario has now saved all of the star spirits. There is a chance he could come here using their power. We must make ourselves ready in case he shows up. What? Mario! Wish yourself plushy Bowser. Okay, listen, Magikoopa, send everyone to their posts. We'll ambush him the second he enters my castle. Princess Peach, why don't you come with me to watch? You can have a front row seat to see Mario get crushed. You, tie her up immediately. If she gets out this time, heads will roll. Wish yourself cute and fluffy, and I doubt she could keep her hands off you, Bowser. It's kind of manipulative, I suppose. What is this whining little glittering thing? Confetti? Ah, buzz off. Swing! Take the princess. Now, let's move. No! Your specialty. Manipulation. My name is Kalmar, Mario. Well done. Thank you for coming. You have successfully rescued all of us star spirits. We are in your debt. Now all that is left is for you to challenge Bowser. My power should help you to bring back the Star Rod, to beat Bowser, to bring peace back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and to save Princess Peach. Mario's star energy goes up to 7. Mario can now use Up and Away, a new star spirit power. With Up and Away, you can turn all enemies into stars. Mario, you must make your way back to Shooting Star Summit. From Shooting Star Summit, we'll prepare the route to Star Haven. The name of this route is Starway. Once you travel the Starway, you'll finally reach Star Haven. My only wish is for you to save this precious world. You can do it, Mario. Goodbye for now. It's so OP. If I was an actual villain, I'd want that power. It's so OP. Oh, well, you know what? Oh, okay. Almost missed that. Yeah, but I don't care because I don't intend to go back there anyway. Amazing. Yeah, I was actually looking for a shortcut, not an item, and I found an item. I love happy little coincidences like that. This block is... I wonder why it's there. Like, it doesn't give you anything. Ah, okay, yeah. There was another hidden block on top of it, that's why. Ah! There are no mistakes here, only happy little accidents, Bob Ross. Hey! Damn it! Die already. What have I done again? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's not such a great idea to be riding the Lucky 2 like that. Because you can't jump. Well, now I could, I guess. It's fine. Oh, there's nothing hidden here, by the way. Ah, no. I was looking for a panel that I can flip. Ah, no. Oh, maybe not. Don't lick me. Yeah, the exit is this way. No, like so. Okay. Fly, fly, fly away. Any new badges? Or did I really purchase all of them? I guess I have. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna rest here and save, and then that's gonna be all from me for today. And tomorrow should be the finale for this game then. I don't think it will take all afternoon, so I should already be able to get started on Rayman Origins right after. No badges left behind. Yep, exactly. I've inspected every crook and granny, yeah. And also, normally I should be able to start the stream on time, but I have to put a second coating on the door I was painting this afternoon tomorrow. And I was planning on doing it in the evening, then my dad said, oh no, you can do it in the afternoon because it's gonna rain in the evening. But I might as well just do it in the morning then. I intend to wake up a bit earlier so I can already get started early on it. And so that it should not affect the schedule of the stream. Besides, it only takes like an hour and a half, so if I was late, it wouldn't be by much. But just in case, I wanted to just to put the word out there. But normally, I should be on time. Normally, that shouldn't change anything. Anyway, thank you guys. Yeah. I'll try anyway. Yeah, and I hope I will sleep better this time, yeah. But anyway, yeah, have a good night too. Sleep well too, and see you tomorrow if you can make it. See ya. Take care. Bye-bye.